Okay, here we go. Live look at Battle Cry of Freedom. Patchet adds gore. And terrain deformation. It is gonna be fun. Just making sure the comments are gonna be visible. And hopefully phone internet won't go out on me, as it did yesterday. That would suck on a stream. Alright, yeah. Here we go. Here we go, yes. Alright, so let's see. We do have the... Alright, 100 people server. Okay. Yeah. Also gonna be filming for the commentary videos, both the destruction and the gore one. So yeah. The fights can get quite chaotic. There was the event yesterday, but I did play there but couldn't stream, that was an issue. It's gonna be less organized, gonna be more chaotic, and we'll see in a bit. Let's take a quick look, we have like 20 seconds to look. We can spot some features and issues here. Because there are a few already spotted in terms of destruction. Okay, yeah, that is basically classic BCOF right here. Alright. The objectives are all over there, okay. Hi Goofy! Hello there. I think we are the defending side, yeah. Let's see if we can hunt down some Confederates. Oh! And yeah, there you go. Surprise Confederate. Gotta be more careful next time. And here's my pro character. Wait, they are already very much invading here. Let's see. Respawn 10 more seconds. Ah. I think it's a hostile. Aha. I actually can make the game a little bit louder because I can't hear much from the game, so let's raise it up a few notches. Alright, yeah. Don't know how's the audio balance. And here we have the disabled state. So yeah, I can maybe get revived. And you actually can be finished in the disabled state. After it yesterday. Maybe by friendlies, maybe by hostiles, but yeah, I think I'll just let go. Oh. Okay, you know. Surprise severed head is never a bad idea. Oh yeah. Poor head, poor head. Where's the head? Saw it flying this way. We are on an important quest right now. And I can't see the body head. Yeah, Blood Trail, probably get it. I don't have a VR device, so kind of hard to review that at the moment, but either when they'll make the non-VR version, or when someday I'll get a VR device, which is right now not a very big priority at all. Oh! There you go. See, can I spot any destruction from here? Anywhere? Do they even have any cannons? They kinda do, but what are they doing with those? Like everything seems pretty intact. That's strange. Alright. So how do I operate this thing? Let's see. Alright. Alright, yeah. There's a bit of an input delay, as there should be, but here we are ready on the Gatling. Okay, this should be fun. Yeah, they are kind of wary of getting through this way, as they should be. No, 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 get back, get back. Alright. And yeah. You know, I think for something perhaps a little bit more of a controlled chaos, I think we'll go for some commander battles. With a little bit more control over the situation. Let's see. Commander Conquest. This stuff is good. So as for this game, it is it's sort of like a free demo. You have the free demo. But the full game is paid. Alright. As for the most brutal game, yeah, you just have... Many games are quite interesting in the regards of gore and brutality. Say there's quite a undisputed king, like... There are many exceptional ones. Of course we have the classic SOF2. The more recent Last of Us 2. Insurgency Sandstorm. Quite a great one. You do gotta tell them to fire at will, because if they don't fire at will, you just have them like stare at the enemy and die. A lesson I learned the hard way. Hey Chris, nice seeing ya. Where's the enemies? Alright, yeah, I'm seeing some gunpowder action there. You know, Hell Let Loose with the very exaggerated spinning on the explosive hits can deliver quite awesome moments. Let's get those hostiles. I think those could be hostiles. I'm not seeing the... Yeah, those are hostiles and we're gonna give them a hard time. Yeah. Oh no, wait! Friend is... what? So, who are they shooting at? I'm not sure what was the enemy. But hey, you know, just gonna fall around. Well, I should get a haircut pretty soon, but oh yeah, I am seeing them right there, so I think I'll be able to flank much. Let's see. I know there should be a single player at some point in this game, but I'm not seeing it there at the moment. They have said they're gonna be having plans for like commander battles with single player bots. I'm not seeing it yet. Thought it's gonna be in this patch, but apparently not. We'll see. And my small squad of bots is still all very much alive. That's quite nice. Alright. Hot position, shoot everything, yes. Give them hell, give them hell. Something's going on here. But those guys seem friendly. I guess not. Yeah, I just saw the Union flag and I thought those were friendlies. Well, those aren't. Guys, we have enemies right here, right here. Oh, they're spawn or something, right? Can actually grab a gun from one of those and insta-die. And by the way, those are not impact wounds, those are pre-made stuff, but for a game of this scope it's fine. Let's get some ammo. And yeah, there you go. I think I'll see if I can perhaps take a better position. Nah, I should probably just... yeah, we'll just down this. Do I have no... I have no round here. Let's go find some action. Something's definitely going on over here. Oh yeah. I think they could use some help. And there is a decoy draw distance thing, so if someone gets shot far away from you, you don't necessarily spawn a decoy. But it is all pretty configurable, so that's nice. One day I'll be able to push it, that day is not today. Alright. Opposition, fire at will. Alright. I mean, not too bad of a cover, but this time it's not gonna be very helpful. Let's look at the aftermath. And yeah, those are configurable, the amount of bodies going in the field and such. We have some moving guys here. Yeah. Definitely adds to the experience for sure. Alright. I think we have some Confederates here. Any perhaps better spot anywhere to take them? Alright. And yeah, they're very much like this Commander Battles mod. Loads of fun. And of course, as you have less players, you're gonna get more bots, but usually at the start of a match, that number is gonna shrink. So I probably won't have 100 bots for too long, but let's enjoy it while it lasts. And hopefully cause some mess. Oh yeah. We're gonna be getting some bot response again. Probably with a far smaller amount. Oh yeah, I have watched some documentaries on it, and yeah, it was very brutal. Particularly the rounds used back there. If one of those just got your limb, chances are gonna have to amputate. Like, those were very devastating, as far as I recall. Bad stuff for sure. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, things are gonna get chaotic pretty soon. Nice. Should I perhaps flank? Oh yeah, definitely. No, we actually have flankers going that way. Okay, I think I'll just keep the main force at bay. So they're that way. Oh, I think there is some value to keeping the other teams busy while the guys get... Yeah, okay, so those guys, they're taking care of that. I'm keeping that side busy. Hey, thank you, Savior's Wall. Yeah, so Overgrowth was one that's... It was really fun to cover. Seriously very enjoyable game. And I mean, you know, I think it is about time for Wolfire to make something new. Wolfire, what are you doing, guys? Like, Overgrowth was just really something else, and I think a big part of it was the aspect of the physics of it. Charge. Come on, take! Yeah, so the physics aspect of it. Just delivered for unique situations. But I think we got it. Alright, yeah, here are some Confederates. So as I was saying, wait, where are they all going? Damn it. Hey guys, come here. How are they charging at? We have like a squad of Confederates right there, but whatever. I have no idea how they were charging. So anyway, yeah, the physics aspect of the combat in Overgrowth was just smooth combat. Things can get a little bit unusual. Okay, yeah. Guys. They're gonna be getting a surprise right now. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it was very much a success. Didn't even know we had a squad of Confederates there. Alright. So, what's next? I was thinking I'll have some. Well, here you go. Here you go. Hello, Nicholas Max. Alright, I think we got the time to get them back and maybe have some more ambushes. But now we have a small squad, might as well just sacrifice it and yeah. Okay, yeah. I am seeing some Confederates here, so guys here. Hold position. Don't go Rambo, don't go Rambo. Let those guys take care of the... Thank you, Sovonic Pagan. Yeah, it's definitely not a level playing field on this platform, which is a bloody shame. Because what made this platform initially interesting is precisely the controversial videos. I think we lost all the rest of the men, but yeah, we inflicted some nice casualties. So yeah, so I do absolutely wish that this platform was a level playing field with no BS, you know, just be reasonable as it used to be. Like when I began making videos on this platform, so Soldier of Fortune 2, the review for it got cut in some filter, and then it was manually reviewed. So what it would mean nowadays is that I would get for the very least very demonetized, but back then, when the Soldier of Fortune 2 review got manually reviewed, monetization was manually placed, was like manually restored. So it was very different in 2015. Then it began going to hell around 2017. Alright. 047. Привет. Let's see, Nicholas Mack's favorite brutal mod. There are some very enjoyable ones. You know, the one that actually comes to mind immediately, kind of as a recent very pleasant surprise, is the one for Crisis. You know, I always wanted a Crisis Blood mod, and the one by Alcar, I think it was made by Alcar, delivered for sure. So, really enjoyed the Crisis Blood mod. The kind of one I was really hoping to see when the game initially came out. But hey, better wait than never. Alright. Yeah, I am actually familiar with the BB sector, but I don't think that's quite a multiplayer as we know it. Actually, I think I want to go around, not sacrifice those guys. I mean, if you guys want to get sacrificed, for sure, but want to go kind of around, as they are doing here, right now. Yeah. There you go, just. As for it compared to War of Rights, much more cartoonish. War of Rights is a very serious tone, this one is anything but serious. As you might be seeing now, as you might be seeing later. Yeah, this game is not serious, and that in my opinion is not a bad thing. Mega Man X, I don't even know what those are, to be honest. But if it's one of those with the flashing lights, arcade-ish things, not my thing at all. But I could be mistaken, like, I have no idea. For all I know, Mega Man X could be something terribly brutal. I kinda have my doubts. So yeah, so as I was saying, the BB sector, as far as I recall, it wasn't like multiplayer, it was just like many variations, and they were kind of like split into squares on the body, if I recall correctly. So they were kind of like split in the squares, and you just had like more of them than you do in some many other games. So not quite multiplayer, but for its time, quite impressive. How's the performance? Performance is basically okay, but I mean, you know, you can't have a very messy aftermath here because it will definitely get slow if you overdo it. Vex, is that a Google Translate? We really don't have many Israelis here on the channel, but it is nice seeing someone who sometimes is. Occasionally we do get a real Israeli here. So as for the gore, you know, it is kind of like... the unit counts in the game are basically in the like RTS tier, you know, so you don't have huge detail, but definitely adds to the impact. As you've seen before, there are some guys like moving around after being shot down. You do have bloodstains for every impact, you do have blood pools, you do have configurable aftermath, which at the moment you can't push too far, but you know, it's always great to have. So kind of within what can be expected, I will be making a commentary video on it. I do have some ideas perhaps how it can be better within the means that we have here. Now, as always, I think the goal is to keep the suggestions realistic. Just charge. No, not there. No, not there. At those guys, charge. Come on. Alright. I'm not great with melee here. So I think the way to give him direction is, yeah, turn for me and then charge. This is the direction. Yeah, guys, Confederates here. I think everyone just get lost and the effect, yeah, I do need to recalibrate things, so to say. Hey trader, I am Israeli, originally from Ukraine, so there is a bit of a mix of accents here. As for how the AI is, it's basically like bots that you basically get your own Civil War squad. I did it indeed. I did it indeed, yes. So basically get your own Civil War squad and you get to command them. So it's mostly dependent on your choices. They will shoot, they will do your orders basically, but... and if you happen to make a good ambush, good flanking, then yeah, it can be very successful. If not, they'll all just get slaughtered. So, for example, as you've seen previously, they'll get kind of scattered in the previous charge commands. And what happened was a disaster, so the moment more organized squad came, they were just all shot down completely. So yeah. Do gotta keep those things under control. As for Resident Evil 4 versus Silent Hill 2, I mean, Resident Evil 4 is the one that is combat centered. Like, is there any... There's not a great deal of combat in Silent Hill 2 and I don't think I'll even cover it at all. Like, and like, I would just say personally, horror games are not my thing at all. Let's look at the KDR here, I'm kinda curious. Oh, actually, positive KDR, oh that's nice. I already had some very nice ambushes. Yeah, so, as I was saying, horror games, not very much my thing at all, so... I'll cover those very sparingly. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll even do the full coverage on Resident Evil 4, because we have the Last of Us 1 remake came out roughly at the same time, so we'll see how the timing is gonna be. Of course, the Last of Us 1 remake is the one I'm very much looking forward to. You know, I've been hearing about Last of Us series pretty much since I began doing this channel, and finally gonna have a chance to play it, even if it isn't quite as good as the second game. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying. So, if I recall correctly, Half-Sword is supposed to be getting quite a big update sometime in the next couple of weeks, I think. Weeks, months, whatever. And when that happens, I'll definitely be checking it out. They have the bot spawn in. Alright, now let's see what else you are saying. What's new about this patch? So, this patch adds some gore, which does make things more impactful. It adds terrain deformation, always fun to have. And there's a whole bunch of fixes and stuff. How's in Israel? So there's a bit of unrest, there is some protests, but in my opinion they are quite chill. I'm not gonna get political, but I find the protests to be quite chill. Yeah, I'll pass on this topic. So things are a little bit heated, and you know, like, there's like two sides arguing, and I'm basically sitting here with a cup of coffee. I would say cigar, but I don't smoke. Just kind of like staring it, well, watching it and laughing, basically. Because I think it's kind of pathetic, but yeah. Right, next, let's see. Yeah, so War of Rights is definitely the heavier experience. It's like more realistic, more serious. This is something else, and it also delivers quite a cool experience. I do very much like. I actually think the gore here is better than in War of Rights. That wouldn't even be a controversial statement. And the destruction aspect, it has some issues in the department of buildings, but the terrain deformation is quite cool. This stuff can build. Alright, this should be a good enough position. We can fang them even further, perhaps. Let's see. Yeah, why not, why not, why not, why not? Follow me, boys, yeah. I think the Confederates are here, so I might even actually charge them, yeah. Unless they spot me. Alright, yeah. Was it a good idea? Kind of. Perhaps should have stuck to shooting. I'm not sure. I think I have the one last guy left, and that is it. That is it. I think I just need to get this guy killed and get himself in his squad. Now as I'm running for my doom, let's see what you guys are saying. Gorin Atomic Heart, I have no idea, I just saw some gameplays, you know, it looked a bullet spongy, so I kind of thought, yeah, I'll pass. War of Rights. Yeah, well, the gore part of War of Rights is really not fantastic. It's basically, you know, one variation. Yeah. I mean, you can you can't say the bots feel particularly human, but yeah, it's just part of the game mode, and I think those are fine. Okay, People Playground, yes. Light in the Dark People Playground is not gonna be happening because have you watched the pinned video on the channel, the one about response mechanics in games in general? Because what this thing is all about is response mechanics in games, you know, as in response mechanics in an actual functional game. Like the prerequisite for me being interested in it is for it to be an actual game and not basically a fancy ragdoll torture simulator, which some people do enjoy, like people more than I personally expected. Like it's hugely, it's like massively popular. I got a ridiculous amount of requests for it, but it is what it is. It's not a game with the response mechanics. It is a fancy ragdoll torture simulator in a graphical style which I personally very much dislike. So I have no intention of pretty much ever covering it. Unless of course, you know, AI gets added, because, you know, if AI gets added, then it actually becomes some gameplay to it. And a different graphical style, because that thing is not very nice to look at. What if we just... Yeah, I think they're right here. Yeah. Yeah, there's some Confederates. Yeah, just charge. Alright, let's see what's it gonna end up being. So I don't actually want to go for a flank. Well, there is a decently active metal scene in Israel. And there are quite some nice bands. You know, as in everywhere you have like the so-and-so, the ones that are like, how do they even get a stage? Which you have encountered a few like that, you know, like. There was a certain band with a vocalist who sounded like a dying animal. Not in a good way. Like, how are they getting on stages? But you do have also some quite good bands here, so there is a scene for sure. Alright, yeah, I think we might be able to surprise those guys quite well. I think their artillery might be there as well, so... I think it was a pretty successful attack, because... Okay, yeah, now I think we're getting their artillery on us. See what could be the results of that. Actually, I wanna film. Let's see, can we have like some artillery hit here? Maybe make some limbs flying, please? Please, artillery, please. Right, let's see what people are asking here. T-rated game that is pretty violent for its rating, I have no idea. I actually think of movies that are, PG rated, that actually, at least in the initial impression, feel messier than the rating. So for example, the first Taken movie, I was honestly kinda surprised to see it was PG because it didn't feel PG. So I guess there wasn't a great deal of gore there, but the theme still felt pretty dark and brutal. It didn't feel like your average PG movie where it's kind of like looks away from the nasty bits for the sake of the rating. So Taken is basically it's kind of like what you're asking, but in a movie form. And there was another question on movies. Favorite gory movie? I mean, my favorite movie which happens to be gory is Robocop, the original one. That one's like, so good, so good. This one just charge. I think the attack here was decently successful. Do I have a saber or something? I have a flute. Okay, yeah, I have a flute. Yeah, what am I supposed to do with that thing? Yeah, first one, the original one. Second one was also good. I heard the third one was absolute trash. I read the synopsis and seems like it really was something that they shouldn't have done. The remake just they lost all the power to it. Like, what were they thinking with it? I have no idea. Also not in the favorite tier, but there was like some movie I greatly enjoyed, which was decently recent. I think it was called You're Next, the one with the kind of like family dinner going to hell. I think it was You're Next. So that was actually better than I expected, and it was really enjoyable. Not in the favorite top of all time tier, of course. There are like many classics that are really good, but it's one of the recent ones that is quite memorable. As for TV series, I don't have time for TV series. Didn't have time for TV series for like many years, so I don't even know. Alright. I think I might be alone here, which isn't a good idea because I've seen several enemy squads up ahead. No. Hold position. Just hold fire as well. I kinda wanna see what can be done about the situation because it isn't great. You know what? Fire at will, follow me. And blast those MFers, basically. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. Project Quarantine Demo, I have no idea what it is actually. I think I might have had a suggestion for it at some point. It sounds possibly familiar, but I don't know. Could have been suggested in the past. So what should I do about this? Get him over here. Yeah, just might as well just charge. As for a medical or military background, so no medical background. I think so. The most interesting thing I did in emergency services was I was a volunteer in the fire department for a few years, and that was pretty interesting. Military background, we do have a good draft here in Israel, but I did nothing at all of significance here. Basically, anyone who's Israeli and is familiar with the term jobnik will know what I'm talking about, and I think you don't even have to be Israeli to understand what jobnik might mean. So yeah, nothing at all of significance in that regard. But I did get to shoot in the range a few times a fully automatic M16, which was quite cool. I do like guns. Also, Assassin Air 3 chords or something. You are the first one, so I did a few streams and you're the first one to notice the dyed hair. Yep. So yes, 3 streams and finally someone notices the colored hair. Haha. Yeah, thanks. So basically, after filming the video for Illusion of Control, you know, I'm not one to do like many selfies, and you know, like when I see in the mirror, oh yeah, kind of grey, doesn't look all too bad. Can I hear in the streams? Yeah, kind of grey, whatever. Then I see that video and it's like, imagine some strong curse word. So that was basically like quite a outside look, and yeah, I thought I probably should die, which I did. And yeah, it does work well. Guess I'm gonna have to be Confederate now. Okay. Figured if you jump at Ruchi at 50 something can dye his hair, why not me, you know? Alright, so there was a question about food. I would say like favorite food not terribly important because I'm basically eating almost the same thing every day. Doing mostly carnivorous things, so if you've seen the video on the multi-layer beefcake, so just imagine that cake minus the veggie layer, plus fried eggs, and the occasional yogurt meal in the morning. And yeah, that's basically what I eat. Either once or twice a day. So I kinda have like far less... So if I'm gonna be making cooking videos, I have like basically no subject matter for new stuff at all. It's kinda funny because I do still have the hummus video unreleased, which I don't think I've made since I made that video. But gotta say, I do very much love that beefcake. It's amazing. And by the way, like, very simple to make. When you don't have to bother with a whole bunch of plant stuff, you just mix stuff in for like, it takes like, what? 10 minutes at most? Mix stuff in, put in the oven for like 50 minutes, 55, and that's it, you're done. Because when I was stealing loads of plant material, so to say, yeah, cooking took ages. I spent a ton of time cooking, which can be fun, but can be also a little bit too much, especially if you're busy. You gotta like pickle a whole bunch of cucumbers and cabbage, sauerkraut. That was quite time consuming. Okay, let's see that island too. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be covering it ASAP. I did ask for a review code. I don't know if I'm getting one. I never have been in touch with those devs. So basically I will just cover it as soon as I can. Definitely top of the list for me at this point. That and The Last of Us 1 remake. Good stuff. I think it's going for a... Oh yeah. Those guys are getting demolished. Yeah, fire! Damn it, fire! Drink enemy blood. As for the accent, you do have it in the description. I made a small FAQ thing in descriptions of the streams because this is a question I'm getting quite a lot. I think we basically got him. Right, they don't see me. Okay. Come on, guys, come on. Alright. Things are gonna get quite chaotic. Just gonna watch it. Ah! You know, and I forget that I forgot I'm Confederate. I forgot I'm Confederate. Damn it. Yeah. I see that flag, I think, I'm gonna give him hell now. And then, yeah, I'm playing as Confederates now. We're gonna be having like some epic charge right now. Yeah. I definitely had it in the insurgency as well. One moment you are swaying infidels, the next moment you are infidel, and you gotta remember not to shoot other infidels. Alright. Let's see what's next. Goriest game ever played. Yeah, you know, I actually need to make a separate video on the subject of like recommended gore games. Because there's a whole bunch of really interesting ones. There's many flavors of gore. Which is a good thing. We should have many of that. Yeah, I'm kind of doing okay here, I think, now. Again, can we see it here? There should be grass stained in red. I have seen yesterday, but maybe not this stuff? I'm not sure. I don't have the setting of grass staining in red. Should have it. Graphics. Where's all the gore stuff? Yeah, it should be active. So while the last guys get destroyed, I'm just gonna go Rambo. Don't want to last for very long, but it's gonna be fun. Those are Union. See if they notice me, I'm gonna be quite screwed. And just charge. And I hope they don't see me. I can just like take a few bots before I die. Those aren't friendlies. Well, got a few. Was worth it. And even saved this bit. Why not? I do think a modernized manhunt could be fun, for sure. Yeah, the explosions on the slice limb removal do feel a little bit odd, to say the least. Is that Union? I think it's Union. Could seriously use some help here. Oh yeah, I think I'm seeing a whole bunch of Union squads here, and yeah, I think I'm kinda screwed, but might as well just make the best of the situation and watch the aftermath, which is gonna be very messy very quickly. Yeah, at least 3 Union squad. Confederates are there. I was like the bravest one here, and now I'm paying the price. I think he got his head open like a watermelon. This we can probably hold them off here, I guess. The Confederates are gonna be losing this one for sure. He's just gonna be keep drumming and until the very last moment. Sure wanna see when it's gonna happen, kind of. Yep. Man, he was just drumming there. Maybe I can outflank them or something. We'll see. I think probably if I go all the way over there, perhaps they won't see me. I think they're too busy with something else. Maybe I can get them now. Or not, hold position. Fire it well. Okay, yeah. We're in an open field. We're gonna be cannon fodder in no time, but hey, might as well. Maybe get a few kills. I get there, drummer boy. Apparently he means business. Nice. In this case all I had is a flute. Not the most efficient weapon imaginable. Do you seriously get that many of them? Oh wow, that's impressive. Okay. Probably won't end well for him. Or not. Let's see, yeah. Right, yeah, so I think it will be it for this stream. Oh wow, yeah, got kind of destroyed over there, so yeah. This is basically the Commander mode in Battlecry of Freedom. It's pretty enjoyable. It's kind of like a more of a... This one specifically is more of a mass battle thing. Which is a lot of fun, for sure, and you do have, you know, for the amount of characters you have going on, not too bad of a gore system, like, nothing... Not like massively amazing, but definitely more than you get in many other games. Even ones that have far smaller player counts, so hope you enjoy this live look. I'll see you next